one of the most intriguing nations on the Arabian Peninsula. Oman is known for its lovely palm-edged beaches, deep wadis, spectacular waterfalls, rugged mountains, and a unique cultural and architectural heritage. Oman is a country situated in Southwest Asia, bordering the Arabian Sea, Gulf of Oman, and Persian Gulf, between Yemen and United Arab Emirates. The coast of Oman was an important part of the Omani Empire and Sultanate. Oman is the oldest independent state in the Arab world. By the 18th century, Omani Empire stretched from present-day Oman down the east coast of Africa. A new era began in 1970 when Sultan Qaboos bin Said changed the name of the country from Sultanate of Muscat and Oman to simply Oman. In the late 17th century, the Imam of Oman, Saif bin Sultan, began a process of expansion down the east coast of Africa. In 1749, the Quran Al-Said dynasty came to power in Oman after driving out the Persians who invaded in 1737. In 1783, the Omani Empire expanded to border in present-day Pakistan. Oman became a powerful regional trading power based on maritime trade. Sultan Qaboos ascended to the throne on 23 July 1970. Since this time, Oman has emerged as a prosperous and modern nation. Sultan Qaboos has balanced tribal, regional, and ethnic divisions and improved his people's quality of living. In 1996, Sultan Qaboos introduced the basic statuses of the state, Oman's first written constitution, which guarantees rights within the framework of Quranic and customary law. Oman, the officially Sultanate of Oman, is a country in southwestern part of Asia, on the southeastern coast of Arabian Peninsula. It borders United Arab Emirates to the northwest, Saudi Arabia to the west, and Yemen to the southwest. The Sultanate of Oman is the only country in the world composed mostly of oceanic crust and rocks that originate from the Earth's mantle. Evidence of continental drift can be witnessed in many of the unusual rock formations and topography around Oman, including the coastline around Muscat. One of the most outstanding geological features of the country is the Al-Hajar mountain range, which forms an arc from northwest to the southwest of the country. Jabal Shams, at just over 3,000 meters, is Oman's highest mountain and truly a geological outdoor museum, with fossils embedded in rocks hundreds of meters above sea level. Desert shrubs and desert grass, common to southern Arabia, are found in Oman, but vegetation is sparse in the interior plateau, which is largely gravel desert. The greater monsoon rainfall in Dofa and the mountain makes the growth there more luxuriant during summer. Coconut palms grow plentifully on the coastal plains of Dofa, and frankincense is produced in the hills, with abundant oleander and varieties of acacia. The Al-Hajar Mountains are a distinct ecoregion, the highest points in eastern Arabia with wildlife including Arabian tahr. Indigenous animals include leopard, hyena, fox, wolf, hare, oryx, and ibex. Birds include vulture, eagle, stork, Arabian partridge, bee-eater, falcon, and sunbird. In 2001, Oman had 9 endangered species of animals, 5 endangered types of birds, and 19 threatened plant species. Decreases have been passed to protect endangered species, including Arabian leopard, Arabian oryx, mountain gazelle, goitered gazelle, Arabian tahr, green sea turtle, hawksbill turtle, and olive ridley turtle. However, the Arabian Orange Sanctuary is the first site ever to be created from UNESCO's World Heritage List, following the government's 2007 decision to reduce the site's area by 90% in order to clear the way for oil prospectors. In Oman, the climate is tropical desert almost everywhere, with some summer rains in both the northern and southern mountain areas. This means that Oman's climate is an arid climate and that temperatures during the summer months can soar. In some areas, it has been recorded to reach up to 50 degrees Celsius. Oman's culture is deeply rooted in the Sultanate's proud heritage and history of seafaring, trading, and exploration. Today, long-standing traditions blend seamlessly with modern-day living, with the latest fashion and electronic bands sold alongside traditional handmade crafts, jewelry, and even goats and cattle at souks around the country. Despite Oman's relatively rapid transformation to modern society, since His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said ascended the throne in 1970, but the country has never lost its sight of roots. Traditional Omani culture is embedded in nearly every aspect of daily life, from clothing and food, arts and crafts, to the way Omanis welcome visitors. The uniquely Omani culture and heritage continues today in many of the same ways as it had been for hundreds of years. The national flag of Oman has three stripes: white, green, and red, with the red bar on the left that contains the national emblem of Oman. The white stands for peace and prosperity, the green for fertility and the green mountains, and red for battles against foreign invaders. The red is also the color of the former flag of the nation, when it was only known as the Sultanate of Muscat and Oman. Until 1970, Oman used the plain red banners of indigenous people. In 1970, the Sultan introduced a completely new set of national flags. Bands of green and white were added to the flag, and national emblem, the badge of the Al-Busayri dynasty, was placed in the canton. With influences from Indian, Persian, North African, and Mediterranean cuisines, Omani food is a delicious fusion of spices, marinades, and herbs. Chicken, lamb, and rice are staples here, seasoned with ingredients like saffron, ginger, and nutmeg, giving it flavor like no other. Due to its long coastline bordering the Arabian Sea, all kinds of seafood are consumed, and shark is a delicacy. The food of Oman differs from other foods in the Arabian Peninsula as it is less spicy and seldom served warm. While visiting Oman, you can't help but notice the humble ankle-length collarless gowns worn by local men, called the dizdarsha and sometimes kandura. They come in variety of colors like white, black, blue, green, and brown. White dizdarshas are traditionally worn on formal occasions. It is made with cotton for use in summer months and wool often imported from Kashmir for winter months. As Oman is a Muslim country, it is customary for women to cover their heads. The Omani headdress, called the lihaf, covers the woman's head, neck, and can be draped around their face, although in Oman it is not necessary for women to do so. In fact, the Sultan has forbidden women from holding public offices from covering their heads. Although some headdresses are plain, most headdresses can be found embellished with sequences and embroidery which make them quite stylish. For more coverage, the women wear burqa as a sign of modesty. The Omani burqa is polished and then dyed with indigo, as it is believed that this color will protect them from evil spirits and bad luck. The burqa has many variants in the country. For example, Al-Batina is influenced by the Gulf style of dressing, while Al-Malik is primarily worn by Bedouin women. On the blessed occasion of the 50th National Day of Sultanate of Oman, may the Almighty bestow His gracious blessing upon the proud Omani nation as well as His Majesty the Sultan with good health, happiness and well-being.